Good morning and welcome to Cup of Faith. Today is Wednesday, January the 6th. Hope you're well. Welcome to our home. You can see our kitchen in the background, and Brenda's upstairs getting ready. She's already done her morning exercises, and in about a half hour she'll be at work. So thinking a little bit about January. I don't know if you knew it or not, but January apparently is our most depressing month of the year. And some have actually said that January 24th is the most depressing day of the year. But I think it's pretty easy to tell why, especially where we live. It's dark outside. It's still cold. I think it's about -10 today. Your Christmas decorations are most certainly down by now. Everything is put away. The house looks back to normal. And there may be some disappointments from the Christmas season. But on January 24th is when our credit card bills come. And so for a lot of people, it's a very difficult time. So here's the question. How do we survive it? How do we not only survive it, but how do we thrive in January? How do we have this healthy, sustaining life? Well, I came across an article from the Harvard Medical School Journal, and the focus of it is gratitude. And a simple definition is gratitude is when people acknowledge the goodness in their lives, whether it is tangible or intangible. And when people recognize gratitude, it's usually something about what's outside of themselves rather than inside. So you don't really have gratitude about having a good hair day, or straight teeth, or you know, just how awesome you look. That's not really what gratitude is about. The article goes on to talk about what gratitude does for us, and it lists 5 things: that we have more positive emotions, we relish good experiences, we're just joyful in the now, it improves our health, it helps us to deal with adversity, and it helps us build strong relationships. So how do we activate gratitude? You think, oh, it's a great thing, that sounds good, but how do I work it out in my life? Well, the University of California and the University of Miami did a joint study where they asked people to write things that they were grateful for, and to do it over the next week. Well, actually, for 10 weeks. And after 10 weeks, they found that gratitude, people who wrote positive things that they were grateful for were more optimistic, and they felt better about their lives. But they exercised more, and they had fewer visits to the doctor. Now, how do we cultivate gratitude? Let me give you 3 things. First of all, let's determine what really matters, not what you don't have. So appreciate the now. Instead of reaching for something new in the hopes that it'll make us happy, let's be happy about where we are right now. Look around and think, I live in a warm and safe home. I have food. I have clothes to put on. And I think Jesus said it best in Matthew chapter 6, verse 25. It says, this is why I tell you not to worry about everyday life, whether you have enough food and drink or enough clothes to wear. Isn't life more than food, and your body more than clothing? So let's focus on what really matters. Another thing is to intentionally express gratitude. Take it from the head to the mouth to the hands. Tell people that you're grateful. Came across a study that said that managers who verbally expressed gratitude to their subordinates found that not only was the relationship better, but productivity went up. So don't be afraid to tell people that you're grateful. And here's the 3rd thing. Keep a gratitude journal of your blessings. Take stock of the past. Sometimes the past doesn't look great, but there are still issues of gratitude. I think of Joseph in the book of Genesis. After he had been sold into slavery by his brothers, He came back and he said, you meant it for harm, but God meant it for good. That's gratitude. Take stock of the present and take stock of the future. I love Lamentations chapter 3. I quoted it last week, and I want to just bring out a little bit more. Jeremiah writes, yet this I call to mind. There's the secret right there to activating gratitude, what we call to our mind. And therefore I have hope. Because of the Lord's great love, we are not consumed. As bad as it is, in this moment, it could look dark and bleak, depressing. But in this moment, when we call to mind, it's the Lord's great love that we are not consumed. We have something to be grateful for his compassions never fail. So for a healthier, happier life in 2021, let's move to constant gratitude. And it'll change our lives, and it'll change the lives of those around us. Cheers. Enjoy your cup of faith today.